belief in why we're doing this. We're very fortunate to have the leaders doing this and putting this all together, because it's going to be very impactful to all of us. For the Zoom events, to have somebody, no matter, and the live events, the way it's going to be structured is every week you're going to have something to invite somebody to. So no matter where you meet them or when you meet them, you can be like, hey, if you want to know more, hop on this Zoom call with us, and I'll be on there, and then we can talk about it afterwards. So it's gonna be really cool. They're nailing down the location of the live events, and they'll put out these Zoom calls ID number here soon. First Zoom's going to be on the 10th, and the first live's going to be on the 16th of this month. And they've got stuff scheduled out all the way through. It's pretty exciting. It's going to be pretty simplistic. It's going to be pretty powerful. So anytime that we get somebody there, it's going to be really good, and it's very duplicatable. Is that about it?
Awesome. Yes, that sounds perfect.
Yes.
Kaylee, did you have something to add?
What kind of teams are you talking about? Is that something that has been decided by them, or is that something that we decide between our little team?
No, so this is going to be like team adventure, and Lindsay, forgive me, I don't know Reagan's team name.
I don't either.
So you're having two huge teams. So, if you think under team adventure, you have, I don't know how many multiple teams are underneath there, several hundred people coming together. Same with Reagan Dean. So now at events, instead of having, or a happy hour, instead of having a few people, you could have 50 to 100 people, which when you bring a prospect into a room like that or onto a Zoom call where you have 100 people and they notice the numbers, to me, it'd be like, these guys are a bunch of people here. Even though some are reps and a lot will be prospects, it's still the fact of somebody into a room like that.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and it just goes back to the concept of what we were trying to accomplish with our workouts that we were doing. So it's really great to get some of our leaders on board. I think it's exciting to see Jeff and Tony hungry for the first time since I have joined. I really haven't seen them do a whole lot, and I'm really excited to see them motivated to do something with this business. So I believe it was a pretty impactful conference for them, thinking that they had been in this business for quite some time and that they can be doing more with it. And, just what Jeff said on the call was that, he just listening to the Aussies, they're coming at it from such a good place in their heart that, he's like, I need to get out of my head. Jeff Roberti had said, if you're in your head, you're dead. Stop thinking so much about it and do, and so for the first time, our uplines are doing. So I'm so excited. I can't extend appreciation more for that, because I think it's something that I see such an amazing synergy happening within our team. I mean, just our team chat alone today was blowing up. My phone did not stop going all day long can you guys hear me okay? My internet says it's unstable. Are we okay?
You keep freezing. You keep freezing. We can hear you. You just keep freezing.
Okay. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's important, right? Okay. As long as sorry, we're turning internets off of our phones and stuff. So anyway, I'm just so stoked because everybody together, we can impact this world more with what we have to offer. And that's our whole goal. How many moms can we bring home from a job that they're not wanting to do because they want to be with their babies? Enter Penny, the face of the baby team right now, right? Like, how cool is it that she's joining us on this call? Yeah, hi, Penny. But, how many people can we save from a financial burden? How many people can we save from a health perspective here? And we have it all. We literally have gold sitting in our pocket, and it's our job to share it, and to share it unwaveringly. Don't let anybody stall out or make us doubt this product or this business, because I still have yet to find anything that is negative about participating with it. So that's a little bit of what Travis is going to talk about tonight, getting out of our head, and let's talk about the numbers. So he's really great in making it so simplistic. The guys, Ken, you're really great at making it simplistic as well. I think it's just going to be beneficial for you guys to get out a pen and paper He's going to be talking numbers and like the simplistics of how to get to 12 club. If every single one of us got to 12 club, we would help not only Mitra get to 1,000 club, but help Jeff and Tony get to 100 club and help us get to, you know what I mean? It just trickles down. Like everybody that you help is going to help you, and everybody that I'm helping is going to help me. And it's so cool because there's no downfall to helping each other accomplish this. So if our goal as a team is to get to 100 club, where do you need to be, and what is your piece in the puzzle so that we can calculate, you know, Ken Main at a 12 club? I know he wants to be a 12 club. I know you're hungry for it. And so that's what we're talking about tonight, is the logistics of getting to 12 club and how easy it can potentially be, especially when you have some longevity in this business, which none of us really have yet. So with that being said, honey buns.
Well, I didn't have a lot of time to prep for this because we've been juggling kids. So I wrote down a couple lines. I apologize. I wasn't prepared as well as I'd hoped to be. So anyway, Lindsay wanted me to touch on how I went to SSC so quickly. And basically, it was one promotion per month is how we looked at it. So the first month, it was we got to DD. The second month, we got to VF. And the third month, we got to SC. And the fourth month, we went to SSC. So, you know, you guys can look at what all those different qualifications are per step. But that's a really good goal for everybody. Instead of going super big at the beginning, let's just do one step at a time, knowing that the big goal is still on the horizon. The other thing with 12 Club is if we add one rep.
Well, before you go there, I mean, as far as, you know, doing one promotion per month and everything else like that, one of the things I also wanted you to talk about is Travis is really good at visualizing. So those of you guys who have listened to The Power and done the magic and listened to The Secret, if you haven't done those, that's actually something that's going to be part of our challenge come May here, if you want to participate in that challenge. So I posted it today, but you get a certain amount of points to listen to those. And so what have you gained from those different things as far as visualizing in order to help you with your next goal? So your next goal is Q, right? And so what are a few things that you've gained from listening to those visualization-wise that you think could help people go to your next level?
Well, for me, like the vision board really works well because that's a motivator for me. So we put things on there. That's my main motivator. To back that up, you have to go back on at least numerous times throughout the day of where you are and how you're going to get to where you want to be. So that's another big thing is depending on what rank you're at and where you want to get to, you have to constantly be thinking about those things throughout the day.
And what about like positive thinking versus negative thinking?
Yeah,
like he always gets on me about this. Constantly he corrects my thinking.
Yeah, so remain positive at all times. Don't be negative.
Like, and even if you're having the thought in your head and you don't say it out loud, it will affect the outcome, right? So like Jenny and I were talking on the phone today, and it kind of started out like, well, if I could qualify and this, that. And then by the time we got off the phone, it was like, I am qualifying, dag nabbit, and it is going to happen, right? And so just the change in your energy shift, I think that's so important. And I was talking to Kim a little bit about this during our workout tonight. Like our thinking, he's constantly, this is why it's so good to partner up with your spouse to do this, because you guys know each other's weaknesses more than anybody else. And, you know, us as women, we just like to BITCH sometimes, that's for Penny's ears, and just get it off of our chest. But sometimes that's not the best way of handling it. And maybe we just need to think of something that will bring us up to a higher frequency and a more positive energy, you know? So I think that is one huge thing that has really helped you is that, you know, we wake up in the morning, Travis is the one that made our vision board, and it's like the first thing you see when you open your eyes, and what it says is 100 Club, and it says Q for Travis, and it has specific dates Like if someone were to ask, boom, when are you getting to Q? What month? What year? What is it?
Well, Q by conference this fall.
Q by conference.
So the other thing I'm sorry we erased it. Lindsay needed the dry erase board, but I had it plotted out, and I can bring this up in a future training if you guys wish to see it. But we had down to, it was the year, the quarter, the month, the week, the day, down to the hour of what you were going to be doing. So if you have a goal, whatever your goals are, let's NMD. Okay, so we're going to get NMD by a year from now. So that's at the top of our board at 1 year. Well, then we have to break it down into each quarter as to how many promotions we have to reach and so forth. Down to the month, how many events we have to attend, how many people we have to contact. And another really good one, and I can't remember if it was a listen to book or if we read it or a movie or what, but the
20 and 30.
20 and 30 was huge. So
it's called the 20 and 30, and it's by Eric Worre. Ken, maybe you remember. Is that a listen one? I feel like we listened to it and then we watched the video. We couldn't remember. We've listened to so many books lately.
We watched the video at your place.
Right, but was there something in correspondence with that? Oh, Kaylee knows.
Yeah, there's a video on it.
So it's a series of videos. I think there was 4 or 6 videos that you watched, but you also could listen to it, and there was a workbook that we used as well.
Okay, so I listened to it on the way, like when I was driving. That's what it was. But I would take notes on everything. It was really good information.
And we do have access to that because we paid for it. So I can find that again as well if anybody wants access to it.
Reach out to Lindsay if you do. But it's really good. But we had broken everything down. I mean, it was a scientific chart on the wall of exactly how to get where you want to go, depending on what that is you want. So that was really good. You got anything else?
Just that, again, keeping it so simple, stupid, right? And that is what our upline challenge thing is as well. That's going to be leading off here in May. You break it down. NMD seems like such a large goal until you break it down to what you're doing every day. And it might be you're just reaching out to 5 people. Like we all talk to 5 people every day. We may as well insert Juice Plus in there, right? Who talked to at least 5 people today? I mean, that's so easy. So just bringing it down. And so get with your direct upline to come up with a plan specifically for your next goal, because making it simplistic and breaking it down. And maybe this month you need to add 1 rep. And that's what you're going to talk about next. If you add a new rep every month, I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to zip it.
No, but for real, if you guys want a picture of that board that we had made up.
I do have it.
But yeah, we did take a picture of it. All right, so let's say your goal is to become 12 Club in 1 year from now. So if you add, let's just say it's 1 new rep per month, and then the following month you qualify them. Basically, that's a 12 Club. If you add 2 reps per month, then you qualify them the next month. That's a 24 Club. I mean, it's that simple. So I challenge everybody listening right now to just make that their goal, that they're going to add 1 serious person per month that's going to, stick this out. And who knows? I mean, if you want to go add 5 people, that's great. You only need 1 of them that's going to qualify the next month. So don't just think that it's one and done. I mean, shoot for the sky here and go big for sure. It's only going to help out your own business. So.
But, and what you have said specifically in the past is that, if you just added 1 person, and once you start talking about the business to people, it's just simply offering them a way to make their products cheaper. Who on this call, with a show of hands, joined originally to get a price break on their product? So don't forget to mention that to people, because that's how easy it is to get a team member sometimes, right? So if I was your team member, I started off thinking, if I got my mom and my best friend on here, it's going to help me pay for my product. I even went as far, and I think I shared this with Melanie, as to paying for my mother's first. She was my first distributor, and I paid for her distributorship because that's how far I thought I was going to go in the business. So people's reality changes on a daily basis. And within a year, I was NMD. So how in the world did I move from like wanting to get a price break on my product to NMD in the course of 18 months? It was simply, I started seeing such great results with this product. So bear that in mind when you're talking to people. If they join the team originally as a wholesale buyer, great. It's in addition to your team. And as Reagan just stated on our last call, that's, if that representative gets one more person to join, and even if it's just one more person, you actually doubled your impact that you potentially had with sharing with just the one person. Right now you've shared with two. So it's that simple to add a team member. And then when you qualify them the next month at the end of the year, you will be a 12 club. Elton's, here you come. If you don't know what Elton's is, it's ridiculously fun, like adult prom.
So Ken, Kaylee, you guys know what it is. Rick. So we'll see you guys there this fall.
We're sick of going by ourselves, just by the way.
I want somebody to hold my hand because I'm scared.
Ken will be your date. Kaylee will be my date.
No, it's fun. I mean, the entertainment is unreal. It's different every time. Hand hug.
Nice. Nice.
So, no, I mean, for the other people who don't know what it is or haven't seen it, when you go to conference and you see it, trust me, you will want to be there. You can ask Ken and Kaylee and Rick. They've all seen it. So,
any questions for Travis on any of that? Uh-oh, are we frozen? Right.
So, Travis, because your ability, we've all heard you talk. Your ability to keep things as simple as you do, it's insane. You can take the most complicated thing and say in the most layman terms possible. Even Lindsay talks about that all the time. Does that just come from a heavy understanding of the topic? Is that just something that's innate, just, something you're gifted with? Or, is that even a question that can be answered? I don't know. You're just, and Ken too, as we've already talked about, you just have a way of dumbing it down.
Well, I think you have to dumb it down in order to, for me, I have to dumb it down to understand it. And I think Ken's probably a lot the same way. You have to make things simple in the fire service in order to get a good understanding of it, maybe. I don't know. So
I think the biggest thing is we try to overcomplicate things. We're not the health experts. We know how this has affected us, and we know that how it's affected our family members, and that's all we try to portray. And that there's a simple business connected to this. Yes, it's work to do the business, but it's a simplistic business plan, model, everything rolled into it. So, there's no reason to overcomplicate it in any facet. You can't duplicate what Mitra Ray does. You can't duplicate what Dr. Phillips does. What you do is get them to those events, and those people will take care of that for you.
Yep.
Amen.
So one more thing to add to this whole talk tonight with excelling, moving quickly. So Lindsay went quick, and we're guilty of this because we haven't done it, but we had events all the time. Jeff Olson was coming to this little pub up by the house that was like this. It was a brand new place. And we were up there constantly all the time doing events. And that's what built her side so big and rapid and fast, was having events. So I apologize. We're guilty of it. We're having crazy time right now with kids and everything else we're trying to juggle. I promise we will come up with something. Lindsay's been after me since before Christmas that come January, she wants to have one event per week at the house, and we just haven't had time. But we will make time, and I hope all of you will make time. And that's why we put it on the challenge as well, with a fairly significant point value to it, because that is literally what built her business, was having events. So.
Well, and that is what I wanted to wrap up this call with, is to kind of talk about this challenge. And so we talked last week about, what are the high paying activities in this business? And we came up with a list of things, anywhere from big things to small things, things that you could be doing on an everyday basis, to sitting down for an hour right now, today, tonight, to figure out your calendar for May and what the heck does it look like. If Travis were to go up and grab my calendar off of the table, my May is already booked solid. And it's because I'm serious about my goals and I'm serious about helping you guys. And it's really exciting. Like, I'm just like stoked, because it's been a while since we've had this many people on a team call and this many people engaged in the business. And some of you newbies, you're like fueling us to get excited again. And, like Rick is a great example of that. Like, he added 2 new team members within the last week. Like, awesome. Now get them on the call so we can say hello, by the way. So, but
Hey. They're doing their homework. They picked the homework over the call. I just texted them. I was like, okay, well, next time.
Fair enough. But it's things like that are so exciting to us, like as leadership. That's why we do what we do, just to help you guys excel in your business and everything else like that. So I don't know who wants to participate in the challenge, but I do need to get an idea so that we know how much money is going to be in the pot. So we decided it's going to be a $20 buy-in. You can either give me $20 when you see me, you can PayPal it, you can write a check, put it in the mail. I don't care. I just need to know that you want to participate in the challenge. Did everybody see the post about the challenge?
Thumbs up if you did.
Yeah, like Mallory saw it twice. Okay, so everybody that I can see saw it. Jenny did a little tweaking of it for me, and I apologize. I don't have time to rewrite the whole challenge and the point system and everything else. So what I did is I made 3 separate first, second, and third place with different point values. You might not be up for getting 150 points for first place. Maybe somebody else is, so it's different things, such as posting a picture of your calendar on our team page. And yes, it has to be filled out. You can't just do a blank calendar. And following through, I knew somebody was going to say that, so I'm just clearing the air right now. Then having your upline actually check off that you're doing the events on your calendar. Okay, bringing a prospect to an event, right? So Kaylee, I'm going to use you an example. You had 5 people at Dr. David Phillips. You would have gotten those points times 5. Okay, so if you have any questions on the challenge, let me know. But you'll be checking in with your direct upline, who will be checking in with me, so we can decipher how many points people are at. And at the end of each week, I'm going to be posting a leaders board with people's names on it. Okay, so we're going to come up with who is participating list, and then a leaders board every single Friday, Saturday. I will be posting it so you guys can see each other's progress in it. So, Rick, if you want to be at the top of that and you want to win the cash prize, let's say everybody on this call ends up joining, okay? It would be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, $200.
So do those,
if we're counting 2 of us,
team members get to be added into the points? Is it retroactive, or are we starting now?
If you add somebody tomorrow, they can buy in.
Well, no. I meant as far as my points go.
No, starts May 1st. Get
Okay.
2 more reps. You'll be fine.
Yep. But if you help those reps come up with a calendar, the idea is the more events you can help your reps do, the more activities on that list you can help your reps do, the more successful they're going to become. For instance, unmute yourself if you participated in the Flash Challenge. Okay, and Mallory, since you unmuted first, share what you learned from participating in that. And for those of you who don't know, I challenged people to message 20 people. I gave them the verbiage, and I had them insert different things within that verbiage to make it specific to that person. And Mallory, did you complete it? 20 people?
I did 16.
16.
So I didn't complete it.
Okay.
But I will say that I would have never done that, ever.
This was Mallory's idea, by the way. Inspired by Mallory.
Oh, yeah, it was mine. I forgot about that. I would have nenever done that on my own. And the things I learned, like, it was a really great experience. It was great to have everybody do it with us, because I think that I'm the only person that ever gets told no. And I learned that's not true. Or like people that don't respond to you, like I'm not the only person that happens to either. And it forced me to like start thinking of people outside of the box. So it forced me to start talking to people maybe I hadn't talked to in a while, like start to open those doors. And then a good friend of mine who had already told about Juice Plus, but just was really timid about asking him to sign up today. And he reminded me.
Right.
Did you say you signed up today?
Yeah.
My friend signed up today.
It's the first.
You get points if you're in the challenge.
And then also my brother-in-law's girlfriend's signing up for the business. Like I got the yes right before this call.
Woohoo!
So, like, it was really great because it's like not that scary.
Okay. So out of messaging 16 people, it sounds like you got 1 order and 1 representative.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good stat. Okay, who else played?
That's 1 and 8.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for really coming up with the idea. Because she called me and she's like, look, I'm doing this business and it's for real this time. I was in the middle of Walmart, just so you guys know, can picture me with my grocery cart. And she's like, okay, what do I need to say? What do I need to do? And boom, there it was. And it was fun to see everybody participating together. Jenny, can you unmute? Kaylee, Ken, you guys both participated. Jenny, you unmuted. You're good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was fun to get out of my comfort zone.
How many people did you message?
Well, including today, I would say about 23 people.
Awesome.
So I went even harder today. I was determined. I still am. I still have half a day.
Jenny's qualifying. Dang it.
I'm qualifying. It's happening. So, but it was great. It was fun to challenge myself when I think that I'm out of people, and then I dig a little deeper and I realize that I'm not out of people, and I'm still not out of people. I just haven't messaged them yet. So I still have more people to message.
Perfect. Thanks, Jenny. And did you end up with orders, reps, what else do you have to say about it?
I have 1 order and I have potential for 2 more orders. And the reps, I have a rep signing up this month at some point. I'm not sure when. And then a potential other rep that we need to meet with. So this month.
Holy cow. So out of messaging 23 people. And this was just a 3-day challenge. Like we started it Friday afternoon, right? And closed it up Sunday. So we'll do another challenge like that. I just think people got so much from it. And it was so cool to see your guys' energy. So what we did is when you got a response that you didn't know how to respond to, we had you take a screenshot of it. And the whole group came up with ideas of how to respond.
It was great. I enjoyed it. I want to do it again.
Awesome.
Can I, before anybody else goes, I just have something I have to say. I'm sorry.
Go.
I was sending, I can actually post this if you guys want me to. I had been sending Jake Kelly's Shred 10 video, but I kept getting no's immediately because she says a 4-month investment of $6 a day, which that's a lot of money. But I found one is another video of Dr. Mitra Ray and Jake Kelly explaining it. It's really good, and they don't mention the price, so we can talk about the price. And that's when I started getting more people interested, so FYI.
Cool. See, we learn things. We learn as we earn in this biznatch. I got a little gangster. Okay, sorry. Ken, you're muted.
So that's the Shred 10 intro video, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, who else played? Anybody else want to share anything?
So I got a late start on it just because we had to deal with one of our family dogs. So
We're
I
sorry
cranked
about that, by the way. Oof.
Yeah. Well, we were ready for the other one because the other one's on the way out. We weren't ready for that one. So
Oh, no, really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So-
realize that.
Yeah. So I got a late start. I cranked out 30 yesterday. I've got 5 follow-ups to do after this. So we'll see
Cool.
what happens of them.
Hey,
Right on.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Where did this information, like, for this flash go to, or like be set? Like, 'cause where do I get into the loop to see these things or to be informed about this challenge?
Good question. So we just did it impromptu on the Team Mix chat. So I know a lot of people have turned off those notifications because they are relatively frequent, but there are some fun things throughout the day that happen in that. So on the Team Mix chat, I just had asked if you wanted to participate in a challenge of the day, message me, and I made a separate chat for that.
Okay, so I think I was added to that today. So.
Oh gosh. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to be doing another one, obviously, because it was super successful. So,
And there's other things out there too. And I don't know if Lindsay brought it up or not, but the memory jogger. So did you bring that up?
so the memory jogger is we take place of that on our first call with your upline.
So that's all stuff we can use for this phone stuff too.
Yep.
So a lot more cards to play in the future as far as the calls go.
Yeah. So give me a raised hand if you would like to participate in the next Flash challenge. So 3 of us. Okay.
I'll do it. I don't know how to raise my hand without.
No, Rick. Yeah, right. I don't really know how to raise my hand without it being on either, but there's a way of doing it because Rick just did it. And
Yes,
Lindsay,
so,
I would assume you want to in.
So 1.
If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see audio, video, share, participants, and the button more. If you hit more, it will bring up 2 things, and it will say raise hand.
Oh, cool. All right. Oh, y'all are figuring it out. I see lots of raised hands now. I love it. Okay, cool. Well, just so I know for future, and we could even plan the day the Flash Challenge is going to start as well. So it was just kind of an impromptu thing, and it was kind of a fun way of keeping the flow of the week going over the weekend. Because I know on the weekend it's really easy to get complacent just because it's the weekend, right? You're out of routine a little bit. So also show of hands, who would like to participate in our May challenge? This is until somebody hits 150 points. For the winner
next month or the month after.
No, it can't.
I'm just saying.
We will do a new challenge start June. So this is just for the month of May. Sorry.
I thought it was the first to 150.
It is, but I want 150 points in the month of May.
Gotcha.
That's very easily doable, especially for those of you who've been in the business longer. Okay. So, do you have a pen? I'm just going to write down.
No, but I need a rope apparently.
To lasso me? Okay. So we've Kaylee, Jenny, Mallory. He can't write that fast. So Kaylee, Mallory, Jenny, Ken would be in. Ken, you're in. Rick, do you want in on the challenge? Lindsay?
Yes,
Probably.
please.
Linz, what did you say?
Probably not this time.
Not this time for Lindsay. Shay? Kim? Why the nose? Why not this time?
Can I say something? What's cool about the
Report
challenge?
cards. Sorry.
What's cool, Rick?
Even if you lose, I mean, obviously you should shoot to win. But even if you lose, even if you only get 60 points, your business is 60 points stronger than what it was. And that's what's cool.
Yep. And even if you get to 80 points, I have the coolest gift to give anybody who gets to 80 points. They're really cool. Like, I want to keep them for myself, but I won't. I will share. So I would challenge you guys who are saying no to reframe your thinking. Just because, let's say you get one person to one event, and that's what you did because the challenge helped you do that. And let's say that one person is me, and they become an NMD underneath you. You know, the sky is the limit with this business. So I'm in agreement with Rick. Is if you can do any little piece of it, you're better off. Not that you're required to, but I encourage you to join in the fun. All right. With that being said, anybody have any other questions? Do you have anything else to add? Any questions on the challenge? No.
Who's up for next week?
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Lindsay.
a good question. Oh, Ken, what?
So for the people saying no, sorry, I just had to do something with the voice.
Okay.
If not now, when? The people who say no, if not now, when?
Oh, that would be Ken fathering the team instead of me mothering the team.
So,
Hey, Ken.
so like Lindsay said, what if? What if you got that one person? What if you found that one rock star because of this time now? I'm just saying, why not? I know everybody's busy and stuff. You stolen moments. We've all got downtime in our day. I mean, all you gotta do is a couple of texts and it takes a couple seconds. I mean, the verbiage is there. All you gotta do is make it your own, make it personal to the person you're doing it.
I'd like to get more help with my verbiage. My verbiage sucks. So if I could get help, then I would look at doing the challenge for May.
I got you, girl.
So Shay said she's going to do the challenge is what I heard.
Right.
Perfect.
Oh, we'll write you down. Okay, done. Kaylee has better verbiage than me most oftentimes. What? That happened just the other day. I looked at it, went and did something with the girls, came back. Kaylee had answered somebody, and I was like, whoa, that's so much better than what I could have said. I'm really glad I had to go do something with the girls because your answer was so much better than mine. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So next week, I am going to be posting tonight a picture of my May calendar. And it's going to be the team's calendar. So everything on there, the entire team should have on their calendar. So I am helping you with your first activity of the challenge. All you have to do is really copy and paste my calendar, okay? But next week, Jeff just informed us that there's going to be a team potluck on Monday night, which is when we have scheduled our team calls. So Jenny, you had volunteered to do next week. So I vote no team call next week. Instead, come to the team potluck.
That's an event.
Which is an event, and you could bring a guest to that. Come eat, and you could check off something on the challenge as well. Okay? Yeah, Ken just dropped the mic. So, Jenny, we're going to have to reschedule your talking on this team call, but we'll chat about that later. And then the week after that, who volunteered? My calendar's upstairs. I don't know who's the next.
I think Ken.
I'm on the 15th.
Oh, Rick.
Rick, and then Ken. And then Jenny, you could do that first week in June.
Yeah, on the 5th, June 5th.
I believe so. I don't think anybody's taken that.
What date am I?
The 22nd, I think.
Thank you.
Y'all see your calendars. They need to be filled out. I have it on the team calendar, and I'm honestly just going to make it our cover photo of our team page right now. Because calendar, what is on your calendar will reflect your paycheck, period. All right. So with that being said, we'll see you guys all on Monday. I'll post the address, and I think I'll post the invite to that. Super fun to come to the potluck and meet all of Team Adventure, and I encourage you to be there. Ken, yes, go.
Mitra is streaming her Mitra. No. Well, there's the call tonight, but on Wednesday, when she's in Arizona, she's streaming live her talk, Make Peace with Your Microbiota. So people can invite to that and have that as another resource, I guess.
Cool.
Was it the same talk that she did this last month here in Boulder?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So if people couldn't make it or they gave an excuse, here's another opportunity to get them on the thing, or you can invite them over to your house and watch it together.
And the call right after this is, are you leaving any money on the table? Just so you guys know, she hung out with Jeff Roberti in California. This call starts at 8:30 tonight. I will post it again in our Team Mix chat right as we get off. But be on that call. It will help you get a greater understanding of where your paycheck comes from in this business. So I don't want to be leaving any money on the table, and I'm sure none of you guys do either. So if you have time, I'm sure she'll record the call. Not positive on that, but I would encourage you to hop on right after this call to listen to her. So thanks for those reminders, Ken. I would have forgot to mention that. See, we're all better together than we are apart, period. All right. Drop the mic. We're done. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you guys Monday.